to follow. No turning back. No turning back.
I have decided to follow Jesus.
Lift your voices. Follow Jesus. It's the best decision. The best decision ever. No turning back. Say no, no. Say no, no. Say no, no. No turning back. Say no, no. Say no, no. Say no, no. No turning back. I will never, never. I will never, never. I will never, never. I will never, never, never turn. Never, never. I will never. I will never. Never turn back. Whoa. We spend the billions. We spend for Jesus. See, we shift the culture. We will heal the sick. We will raise the dead. Transform the nations. Till we hear well done. We will burn the world. We will spend the billions. We will spend for Jesus. Till we shift the culture. We will heal the sick. We will raise the dead. Transform the nation. Till we hear well done.
Decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus.
I have decided. Decided.
To follow Jesus.
No turning back. No turning back. I want to tell you guys, every young guy and young girl in this arena, in this city, in this state, in this country, in this continent, there's no better decision than to follow Jesus. No matter how much you feel persecuted, whether it's by guns or it's by peer pressure, whether it's by drugs or by porn or by any addiction, stay with Jesus. Don't turn back. Don't follow anyone else. Even if it feels like you are the only one, stay with Jesus. I've been following since I was 18. I'm gonna be 40 next year. If I go back in time, I'll make the same decision over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Anytime it feels like you are alone, know that He will never leave you nor forsake you. He'll be with you through the fire. He'll be with you through the water. He'll be with you in the rain. He'll be with you under the sun. Anything that you face on the earth, stay with Jesus. I want you to put your right fist up. I want you to know what you are saying. Sing the song. When the song plays, dance, enjoy yourself, but know deep down that you are making a commitment to follow the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. So when we sing that chorus one more time, I want you to sing it with a depth of understanding in your heart. I have decided, everybody,
Follow Jesus.
I have decided,
To follow Jesus.
I have decided,
To follow Jesus.
no turning back,
No turning back.
no turning back.
No turning back.
Thank you very much, Festival of Champions. Thank you so much, Worry. God bless you. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, all.
Hello there, welcome to today's episode on Men's Workroom, and we are looking in this series on how to earn your children's trust, how to win the trust of your children. Remember, as children begin to grow older, their needs begin to change form. Their need begin to change form. And as a father, one thing you do not want is to be handicapped. To win children's trust is very easy. It just takes discipline and commitment. We started 2 episodes ago, and today we're going to be looking at the strategy of you giving your teens or your children the opportunity to be independent. Giving your children the opportunity to be independent. Yes, when we're talking about independence, it talks about them being able to do certain things on their own. Once children start growing away from the toddler stage, we need to start learning to allow them do certain things on their own. And that gives us a better footing for them in training them to be able to solve problems in times to come. Part of the advantage of allowing your children to be able to be independent to a good degree is that, number one, it encourages independence. You see some men, they are married today, before they buy their wife a new car, they call their mother. Before they start up a new business, they call their father. Before they move anything, they say, I want to tell my mommy, I want to tell my mommy. It's because these people, it's not just because they were close to their parents. Many other people are very close to their parents, but they are independent. Let us not mistake independence to be closeness. A child that is supposed to be able to solve a particular problem for his or herself and is unable to at a particular age cause for concern. So it is good that we understand this. It encourages them to be independent. Then it strengthens, number 2, it strengthens their sense of responsibility to say, this is what you should be doing, this is what you should do now. It strengthens their sense of responsibility. Number 3, it teaches them to be proactive, solving problems, making proviso for problems before they even come, and being dynamic with creativity in life. The next is that it teaches them to be dependable. It teaches them dependability and integrity. I see many adults today, any little thing you ask them to do, or you partner with them to do, they always have excuses. And if you check many of these people that have excuses, they say, oh, I didn't have time. If you check many of them out, they were actually doing other things on the frivolous line, things that were not very, very important, as at the time they needed to have attended to this. When you allow children grow up to be independent to a degree, depends on their age, you help them to become dependable. Because if I am supposed to move a chair and the other member of the team is supposed to move the desk, another one is supposed to move the rug, and we all are going to be paid for this thing as a group. When others are done with this, our payment is going to be delayed if I fail to move the chair. So being dependable means you can be a team player and you can solve problems on our behalf. Being a person of integrity means you can be trusted to say your yes is your yes. You go all out to make it work, no matter how inconveniencing it is. So how do you achieve this? Number 1, tell them what to do. You tell them what to do. Number 2, let them do it while you watch them. Number 3, if they make an error while they're doing it, you correct them and watch them do it. Number 4, if they make an error doing it, you correct them and watch them while they do it, you allow them do it again. If they do it well, then you watch them do it another time. Still be there. Then another time, maybe another time, a 4th time or so, the 5th time, allow them do it when you are away, without them being suggested to, and come back to see what they did. Over time, if you find out that they can do it on their own without them being supervised, then it's time to let them be. They know it's a responsibility. From cooking to other house chores, to reading their books, to developing some software programs and all, there ought to be a very high sense of responsibility for them to be able to make it through life. Now, I hope today's episode has shed a little light on some of the things that you can apply to earn your child's trust. Thank you very much for joining us today. I look forward to seeing you next time, because we're not done on this series. I'll see you next time on this episode. Stay strong. Catch ya.
This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.
Hello and thanks for joining us on the program. Today's episode is a special one to me because the topic today is one that most parents should be interested in, and that is handling a child who has a learning challenge. I'm not an expert, but I've been a parent for some years and still learning. And I know it's the joy of any parent to see their child progress at every stage of life. But when that child isn't moving at the pace he or she is expected to, trust me, any parent can become worried. This learning challenge has been given names like dyslexia, dyscalculia, ADHD. But the question is, how do you handle the case of a child who has a learning challenge? Is there hope for that child? But most importantly, how does this affect this child? Hello, Felix, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You know, this is like, we've had an episode where we had a guest who had a learning challenge. You know, how is there hope for a child who has a learning challenge? Is it a death sentence or whatever?
Obviously, it's not. It depends on how the parents handle it, at least from what we heard from this other guest. Now, the question is, do the parents see this as a disability rather than a challenge? Because if they see it as a challenge, then they know every challenge has a solution. They then need to seek a solution to it. But if they see it as, oh, my child is disabled, and, you know, once it's disability, it's assumed you can't do anything about it. So I believe that it definitely is not a death sentence. It just depends on how the parents approach it.
Okay.
Yeah. Our guest today shares a story of how he was labeled dull and unintelligent as a child. In Nigeria, you hear names like Olodo, what is termed in Nigerian parlance an unintelligent person. But unknown to his parents and teachers, he had a learning challenge. Mono got into a chat with our guest, Tayo Akinyemi of Shogia Records, on one of our earlier trips to Lagos. Find out how he weathered through this stage of his life. Olatayo Akinyemi is the lead consultant, CEO of Shogia Limited, an online shop for pro audio, pro lighting, pro video, and musical equipment. He has a wealth of experience in multimedia technology for over 25 years. Tayo made an early discovery of his passion for sound technology and pursued his passion by enrolling to obtain a degree in electrical electronics engineering, as well as acquiring a higher degree in sound engineering technology at the Multimedia Training Institute, where he finished with a distinction and was retained as a tutor. Tayo is a certified entrepreneur from the prestigious Lagos Business School. After several years as a sound engineer, he decided to start a retail engineering business to make available professional audio, video, lighting, and musical equipment, as well as acoustic solutions to meet the ever-increasing need for these products and expertise. Today, he has retail stores in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, and Namibia. His vision is to lead Africa's frontline media technology company and to promote a Nigerian media equipment brand that will meet world-class standards. Today, on Heart to Heart, Tayo shares a story of dealing with dyslexia and offers useful counsel to parents with children who have learning challenges. Join us for that interview.
My guest today is my friend of over 20 years. We call him Tayo Akinyemi, or Tayo Shogie. Thank you for joining us on Heart to Heart today, Tayo.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
So I have known you for a long time. I remember when you used to build speakers with your hands for churches. How has this evolved into show gear?
Yeah, so I've always been passionate about having good sound. And at the time, that was all I had access to, you know. I didn't have the kind of money to buy the big speakers. So yeah,
I have the money.
I just built.
I'm just kidding.
I don't have enough yet, but I try.
Okay.
So that was the best I could afford to put it together myself. And afterwards, I still do the same. I actually still do speakers in Lagos.
Okay.
In fact, that's what brought me to Lagos from Kogi State.
Yes.
I came to build speakers for churches, and it was cheaper to come here, build it, and sell to them rather than build it from Kogi and bring it.
Back,
So I came here, built speakers, and I eventually stayed. Afterwards, it evolved into consultancy.
Okay.
So rather than build for them, I'll recommend speakers for them. I'll go online, so the good speakers, speakers that people are recommending, and then recommend it to them, and then go to the market, buy for them. Eventually, we couldn't, some of the good brands that I used to see online and see in music videos, I couldn't get them here. And that's when I actually evolved in show gear, because I started talking to manufacturers directly, met with some of them, and then started to represent some of them. So now we bring in the equipment and sell to churches.
I know your passion has led you to work with a couple of gospel music ministers or singers, musicians, both in Nigeria and abroad. What do you actually do for them? I know you work with like Tim Godfrey, Folabi Noel. What do you actually do for them as show gear?
Okay, so it's a number of things depending on which one I'm working with. But I mean, for the gospel music industry, I consider myself as being in the ministry of helps. Okay. So whatever I need to do to help the ministry, in some cases, it's just to record. Okay. In some cases, it's to mix. In some cases, it's to do both. In some cases, it's even to record video. Okay. So I relate with them with whatever their needs happen to be at the moment.
So did you always know that you're going to end up doing this?
Well, not in the early days. In the early days, I wanted to be an aeronautic engineer. Okay. Even me, I laugh now when I say it. Eventually, that evolved into wanting to be an electrical and electronics engineer, because I was always interested in opening stuff, finding out what makes them tick, how they work, and all that. But I guess I got into music in GSS3. That's when I started playing keyboards and guitar. But I started playing drums in primary school, though, you know. So I'd always been interested in music, in singing, in rapping, the Yoruba kind of rapping.
Okay.
And so I always knew I would do music, but I didn't know I would do it professionally. So it just evolved, I guess.
Okay, well, it just evolved. We'll take a break at this moment and we'll be right back.
Catch all the episodes of Superbook in one place. Watch Flame TV.
Welcome back. This is Heart to Heart, and I've been speaking with Tayo Akinyemi, the head, I call him CEO of Show Gear. So growing up, you realized that you had this learning disability. Some people call it dyslexia.
Yeah.
Tell us about this story.
Okay, so at the time I didn't know it was called dyslexia.
By then, it wasn't very popular.
Yeah, I don't even think anybody knew it was dyslexia. My dad just thought I was lazy, and then he will flog me every time I come up with bad grades.
Tell me the grades. Tell me the grades.
Well, I won't tell you the grades, but I'll tell you. We had that system where you come first, second, third.
Yes, and we're like 26 in a class.
Okay, why are you there?
26 in the class, and then what's your position?
Typically, we're 46 in my class.
46.
Yes, for the end of year exams, and I always unfailingly come home with the 23rd position.
It's funny, but it's not funny.
It's not funny.
Okay.
Considering that my elder sister and my elder brother always come first or second in their classes. And added to the fact that my mom was the headmistress in school, my dad was the chairman of the Parents Teachers Association.
Wow.
You know, so it made it very glaring that they had somebody who was not very bright in the house, and my dad didn't like that.
But
also.
how did you know there was something different about you and the other children?
Okay, so the way it happened is I actually give my best to it, to try and understand when the teachers teach, but I just didn't get it till now. Yeah, so I don't learn well by listening to teachers. It just escapes me. Okay. I see the other students getting it and raising their hands to ask questions and answer questions. It's like magic. I'm just looking at them and wondering, why am I not getting it? But I didn't know there was anything called dyslexia or learning ability. What eventually turned the tide or changed things was when I got to primary 4. Oh, you know the story of my going back to primary 3, right?
I think I do.
So I'd actually gotten my usual 23rd, gone to primary 4 from primary 3, and after a week, my father just wakes up and like, Tayo, you've been coming 23 for the past 23rd for the past 4 years. I think maybe we are making you go faster than your time. So I have decided you are going back to primary 3.
And you're already in primary 4.
I already spent 1 week in primary 4. So I still remember that morning when I carried my desk, because we have our desks. I carried my desk after assembly from primary 4 back to primary 3. And you know, okay, let me not, it was very embarrassing.
Yeah, I was going to ask how.
I was young, but I still remember it. It was humiliating and embarrassing. But the funny thing was, at the end of that year, I still came 23rd in the new class. So I think that's when my father gave up that. We just have to. But fortunately for me, when I now got back to primary for the second time, I started reading. Okay. I started reading and I started with Pace Setters. I don't know if they still print them.
Yeah, I remember Pace Setters.
Pace Setters, then went on to other books, and I had a voracious appetite for reading, which I did not know existed before. Okay. I read everything. Mills and Bones, James Hadley, everything that came in my path, I read. And that sort of improved my English and my ability to understand from books. Okay. And what I now discovered after then was when I read stuff, I understand. I don't understand when a teacher is teaching me. Okay. It's always too fast for me.
Yourself, you
exactly.
Understand.
When I read by myself, I understand. So from primary 4, I went from 23rd to 3rd.
23rd
to 3rd.
3rd.
And then my primary 5, I started coming first and second in my class. So I eventually got back the year I lost in primary 5 because I did my, what they call it then? Common entrance. They told me to try it in primary 5. I did in primary 5 and I passed, so I skipped promises and.
You know, there's lots of, I've come across children that the parents are upset, angry. We use the word in Nigeria, olodo, like you don't just know book.
Olodo rabata.
Whatever rabata is, but you don't just know, but for you,
yeah.
You started by, I don't know how it happened, but you started like reading, you became a voracious reader and it helped open up. But I believe that over time, discoveries or whatever has come that they're helping people who are dyslexic. They're not just dull,
No.
There are other areas where they thrive, they do better, and it's for parents to also discover. For you, you discovered it yourself, and that was how things changed for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what would you say to parents? I know you're not a parent. What would you say to a parent who has a child who has a learning disability?
Yeah, so what I advise parents that I actually have quite some parents that have friends that have children with dyslexia, different spectrums of dyslexia. And what I usually tell them is look for what works for them. I also have a daughter who is dyslexic.
Okay.
And I was able to notice this early because I've gone through it.
Yeah.
And for her, the reading worked as well. She reads more than her older sister.
Okay.
She reads everything that comes in her way. And it's helping her to improve, it's helping her to learn. So what I tell parents is find out what works out for your children. For some of the children, reading doesn't work, but they read in pictures. You teach them with pictures or those learning aids, visual learning aids, they grasp it fast. So there are foundations now for dyslexic, for dyslexia.
Okay.
So if you go online and search, there's a lot of help. There are professionals and psychologists who can actually
help.
Yeah, they can help. They can sit with your child, have a conversation with him or her, and find out what works and help you with that.
Okay.
So you're able to put them in a
So
good position.
for parents who have children who have, maybe you noticed your child isn't doing so well and you're really worried, I think there are lots of resources that we can find to help our children rather than hit them and attack their mental, emotionally hit them and tell them you're not doing well, you're not smart, you're not that. So there are lots of resources online we can find. Don't go away. Heart to Heart will be right back after this.
I was born under complicated circumstances.
Back at home, I felt rejected and sad.
I felt I wasn't good enough.
He was very, very possessive.
I got pregnant. I had a baby. Then I dropped out of school.
I'm sick and tired of this life I'm leaving. Somebody tell me why am I still breathing?
I went back to the Word of God.
Right now, I know who I have on the inside of me, and I know who I am.
Strive for excellence and give it your absolute best every time you get a chance.
We will pray some more. We will dance, we will sing, we will love you more. On and on, we proclaim you, Lord. We scream from the bottom of our hearts. I don't want this to end. I don't want this to end.
So now you've experienced that part of you that when we look at something, how as humans we judge people today. We sometimes it looks as if we have the ability to see people's future, and then we say, this person is not doing well, he may amount to nothing. What would you say, seeing through your own life where you struggled with the learning disability when you were much younger, and today what God has helped you to accomplish and you're still doing, looking at it, what would you say about that?
Yeah, well, I'm a firm believer right now that in the fact that everybody is created with something special. The important thing is finding out that special thing, and once you find it, you stand apart in the crowd. And yes, it is sad that some people never find out what they're built for, and that's a real tragedy. But once you find out what you're built for, it might be something people consider mundane, like carpentry, or even driving. But look at Formula 1 drivers.
Yeah.
It's like getting paid for playing a game.
Yes.
Yeah, look at footballers.
So people should just find there's something
Just find what you're
special.
built for. There's something special about everybody. If you can find it.
Now, you have helped. Shogear is one of the leading, I don't know what to call it, it's leading right now in Nigeria. When you sit back, what would you look at? Look at your life, Tayo. What are you grateful to God for?
For a lot of things. Like everything. I obviously everything I have to God. I keep wondering if I don't go born again when I was 16. my life will have been one terrible mess. I get flashbacks of just before I got born again, the kind of decisions I used to make then. So getting born again transformed my life till now. There's still a lot to accomplish with God's help. But what I can say is if you hold on to God, God will get you there. Yeah. A lot of times as a human being, you lose your way, you forget the focus, but if you have that relationship with God, He will always put you back online, even when you walk out of the line.
You know, talking about relationship with God, which you've accrued to, that is the most important decision you've taken in your life. As someone who is here to take that decision and have a turnaround in their own lives, I'd like you to pray with that person this moment, as helping them to come in contact with Jesus Christ.
Okay. So before I pray, I just want to say, it's not about church, really. It's about a relationship. I've met a lot of people who are active in church, who've been in church for a long time, and yet they don't have a relationship with Christ. I was also in that circle. I was very active in church. I was a youth leader, and I was not even born again. Everybody just thought I was saved. But when I met with Christ, everything changed. So it's about the relationship, not about the church you go to. It's about having that one-on-one relationship with Christ. And I want to pray with you today that God will open the eyes of your spirit to know and understand who He is and be able to develop a relationship with Him in the name of Jesus. I pray He will Himself break all the barriers that are formed in between and Him and give you an understanding of what He desires for you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you very much for that prayer.
Thank you,
we hope to see more of you.
Yes, sometime in the near future.
In the near future. All right, Heart to Heart will be right back. Don't go away.
My name is Dave Baldwin. I work for CBN International, where I'm in charge of a few of our international regions. And I also provide training for all of our international regions, production training in camera, lighting, editing, all different aspects of production. And I also write some of the scripts for our children's animation Superbook. One of the things that actually inspires me is I love it when people have that light bulb moment where you can tell when people start to get it, and all of a sudden the pieces start to come together, and you can tell that they're seeing the puzzle as a whole and really seeing the picture that it creates. And it's always been my favorite part, and it inspires me to want to be a better teacher, a better trainer, because the more people I can train, the more people that I can share how to shoot good stories, make pretty pictures with video and stuff, the more people I can influence, the more stories that can be told, and then the more people that can hear about Jesus. What inspires you?
I am sure a lot of us can relate to Tayo's story. I can only imagine how he felt when everyone in the class knew the answers to questions, but not him. Tayo not only started doing well in school, but surpassed his peers. He didn't just get back his seemingly lost years in school, but he found his purpose in life. And today, he is where God wants him to be. Having a learning challenge isn't a death sentence. There are so many things that a child can do. Seek professional help and let your child enjoy growing up and be taught in ways that meet their learning needs. And like Tayo said, you can find a lot of resources online that can help. But most importantly, seek professional help.
And don't forget to ask the Lord to help you in raising that child. Remember, He gave you that child, so He knows how to handle the situation. Another thing is forgive yourself for the wrong words you may have used on your child. I understand you were helpless at those times and you did not know what to do. But love that child and don't compare them to another. They do better under an atmosphere of love and kind words. If you have a child who has a learning need, please pray and seek professional help.
If you have been blessed by today's episode of the program, please let us know using the details displayed on the screen. We would love to hear from you. And if you would love to watch more programs like Heart to Heart, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel or visit our website.
Well, before we wrap up for today, we want to thank you for staying till the end of this episode. And also to our 700 Club partners who give consistently every time you give. You help us produce more programs like this and many more programs that have continued to be a blessing to people, drawing them closer to the love of Christ. So please don't stop giving. And if you'd like to join others who are helping to spread the gospel of Christ, please send us a mail, call us, send an SMS to the address shown on the screen now. And thank you for partnering with the 700 Club.
Wow, so that's it for today. We hope you will join us next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.
Hello, do you want to win amazing prizes? Just text TVM to +234 703 727 2983 and follow us on our social media platform and send a screenshot to our WhatsApp number +234 9028 518367 and stand a chance to grab airtime and data. Don't miss out. Text now.
Welcome to Dursag Engineering and Services Limited, a trusted name in the oil and gas industry, proudly registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission since the year 2000. We hold several specialized permits with the Department of Petroleum Resources, are accredited with service and product codes by NIPEX, certified by Dun & Bradstreet, and proudly ISO 9001:2015 certified. Our head office is strategically located at 43 Airport Road, Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. At Dursag, our areas of expertise cut across critical sectors, including manpower sourcing and supply, both local and highly trained expatriate personnel, engineering services across civil, electrical, instrumentation, and mechanical works, construction and fabrication works, specialized procurement and supply, operations and maintenance services, and integrated marine services, delivering supply boats, crew boats, tugboats, barges, houseboats, and speed boats. We are proud partners to some of the industry's leading players, including NNPC and its subsidiaries, Seplat Petroleum, First Hydrocarbon Nigeria Limited, ND Western, Saipem Contracting Nigeria Limited, and Lee Engineering and Construction, among others. Over the years, we have successfully executed manpower, EPC, and marine support projects with a strong record of excellence. At Dursag Engineering, we are committed to quality, safety, and timely delivery, ensuring that every project meets and exceeds expectations. Dursag Engineering and Services Limited, your trusted partner in delivering world-class engineering and energy solutions.
TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of 101. I'm your host Juliet Ogemoyi. Today we'll be diving into the world that shapes everything around us. You know, tech is essential, especially in this 21st century. And here with me in the studio is Mr. Lawrence Aguele. He's a media technologist. Mr. Lawrence.
Yeah.
We are happy to have you in the studio.
I'm happy to be here too. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, sir. Okay, without wasting much of your time, we'll start with your journey. How did you get involved in media technology? How did you become a media technologist?
Media technologist. Well, at some point I believed I coined the term media technologist, but I found out I did not. I basically was I was into entertainment before now, right? I make music video direction, creative direction, so to speak. So I'm a creative person, right? Then I also delved by way of 9 to 5, delved into IT, information technology. So my day job was on IT. Interestingly, it was data, so it was not like it was serious, but it's kind of data IT. Then I came across someone, he's a pastor, I hold him in high esteem. His name is Dr. Moni Minosa.
Okay.
For some reason best known to him, not to me, I don't know why. When I went to meet him in his office, for some reason, he asked me to come help manage his church media team. That he was just trying to reset it up again. That he wanted me to manage this church media team. And honest to God, by the time when he made the offer, I had no idea about what it will entail. Right. So when I got into it, I started learning about it. And before then, I was good with sound engineering. So I started learning about it, the technical part of it, the equipment, installation, troubleshooting. So blending that with my creative side, started using the both of them. Started attending trainings because life, if you find yourself on a path, then you try to become as good as possible in it. So I started attending various type of trainings. We are living in Edo State 10, Ekpoma. I would travel from Ekpoma to Lagos to attend some trainings on creativity, trainings on technology, just to get better. Then before it's going to have it, I found myself in one of the foremost media establishments, television media establishments in Nigeria, and it's continued like that. So at a point, I looked at the space, right? There are a lot of creative people, there are a lot of media people, but not so much as to people who can solve problems. Not so much as people who can solve problems. So my days of little beginning and small, low budget equipment or no equipment at all, figure out what to do, kind of prepared me and taught me on how to solve problems, how to strip your big setup down to the barest minimum.
That's interesting.
Like try to fix it up, or look at your full setting and be able to have even a mind dive, even if I don't draw the diagram physically, or have a mind flow chart of how your signal you route your signal from one point to the other to figure out where your problem is. I became pretty good at troubleshooting, pretty good at solving media solutions. So I was having a lot of people, churches especially, inviting me from Edo States. I've been in Edo State, so that is all we have really, church and school. That's basically what we have there. So I was having churches inviting me to come solve their issues, or camera, it's not clear, or this one is not working, that one is not working. So gradually started getting better with it. And like I said, when you find yourself in it, doing something, then it's your responsibility to make sure you get better at it. I started attending training, particularly training online to officially become an expert in online. And again, I am referred or regarded as a media technologist.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And I must commend your effort because you started little and now you're doing well in your field. Okay, that moves us to the next question. You know, what does a typical day in your role as a media technology look like? How does it look like?
Yeah, now it's different because now I can wear suits and look cool. I'm dressed, see where I'm dressing. Then it was black shirts, black trousers, black shorts with your canvas because you are going to be climbing, you're going to be climbing up, climbing down, dragging wire at one point, shouting and yelling that, hey, bring that one your head down. It's a lot of motion, a lot of movement. I have learned from experience that it is very difficult the way we are set up in Nigeria to have a complete hitch-free
event.
Yeah, technical setup for anything.
Okay.
Regardless the scope and size, you would always. We've seen events, big events that a lot of tens of millions of nairas are spent for the event, and the event starts. The LED screen will come up. Maybe they have 4 LED screen. 1 will come up, 3 will not come up, 2 will come up, 1 will be flashing. So I have come to realize that, well, regardless of what people spend, there is always, because as long as you are going to connect wire from point A to point B, something is bound to happen in the long run. So a typical day for me involves a lot of problem solving, a lot of troubleshooting, a lot of finding solutions, a lot of figuring out what the problem is. One of the biggest challenges we have is we are called upon after the deed has been done. Normally, we should be consulted during installation and everything, because that's what we do. But people just go ahead to do their installations themselves, and when problem comes, they come to look for us, and we now start figuring out how do they run their connection so that we can solve the problem, or how the setup is, so we can find out what the problem is and solve. So a typical day for me is a very hectic and busy one. While everybody is enjoying their events, we are busy working and praying to God that things don't go worse than it is. Yeah.
I thought media technologies don't really like work all the time. I thought theirs is just it's just once in a while.
Now I don't work all the time.
Okay.
Because I have teams, I have people I can give instruction, they will do certain things. And also at certain level you get to the point where you are trusted enough to be responsible for development. The major issue before is I do not handle development, not because I could not, but young man did not trust me to handle development. It's when they start raining cat and dogs, they start looking for umbrella. That's when they will call somebody like me, bring umbrella. But right now, most of the opportunities we tend to get now is we develop. So for developing the system, because of my experience in the whole troubleshooting process and solution finding process, we developed to mitigate against such things happening. Because the thing is, one of the things in our media space in Nigeria, particularly private media, is it's just we have a lot of people who some of us do not develop. We have the resource, we buy equipment, get new equipment comes, we have the money to buy it, to lease out to people, but we do not develop as far as how we can optimize those equipment. But there are a few people who really can optimize things. I am one of those people who I boast of my ability to optimize. When I mean optimize, you can give me your bare minimum. I can stretch that for you, give you results that will amaze you that, wow, just this can do this. You understand?
So indirectly, you are saying that you are client-centered, like you are ready to give your clients a full satisfaction that they want.
Yeah, I am client-centered. I believe in. I don't believe in through the big budget. I believe in what can you afford to do.
Right.
Media is pretty expensive, so most times people get scared of going into it because nobody wants to offer services based on their pocket. Right? But I believe in if what you can afford is one camera, then how best can you use your one camera to get maximum result? If what you can afford is it's your screen back here. How best can you use your screen? No, you don't have to go all out if you cannot afford to go all out. The one you can afford to do, how can you stretch it? How can you maximize
In other words, start from where you have, what you have.
Yeah, how can you stretch that to get results? That is what is key for me.
That's interesting. Okay, let's look at the intricacies of today's media in the 21st century.
All right.
Looking at the trend, which new technologies do you feel can help to make the current media a better one?
Okay, so when we're talking about media, it goes beyond. Media has expanded. Media has grown. Social media is also called media now, right? So content creation, copywriting, and they are all forms of media now.
Okay.
One of the technology that is pretty impressive and can be very resourceful or helpful for resourceful people in the media space is the use of your artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Now, I have to say this here, that artificial intelligence did not start in 2020 or 2022, as some people, or the year ChatGPT came out. That is not when artificial intelligence started. Even Google is artificial intelligence, even before ChatGPT. Artificial intelligence has been existing for a very long time. It's just the use that has evolved. The use has evolved. We now have artificial intelligence that can aggregate for you, in the sense of, instead of giving you results for you to sift through, you can actually prompt an artificial intelligence platform, and it aggregates results that suits what you're looking for. That is, if you prompt it well. Then we also have artificial intelligence too that also work very well with your pictures and your videos, video development, 3D graphics, and all that. A whole plethora of them out there. So I think the use of this technology is really, really going to advance how media operates going forward. Remember the time of COVID. Before COVID, a lot of churches did not believe that they could have congregation outside the wall of their church. I used to go about then trying to convince some pastors of some churches that they should start looking towards having church outside.
Online audience.
Yeah, having online, like having not just audience, congregation. I call it online congregation. Having a congregation outside the wall of a church. A lot of pastors did not agree until the government now told them they should. And churches who were not developed for that kind of operation went through COVID struggling. So the technology would always evolve, and it behoves us, the users, to also grow on how we use them.
That's interesting. Okay, this actually brings us to the next question. How do you balance creativity and technology when handling a project?
Okay. Particularly in this advent of artificial intelligence, a lot of people become mentally lazy. But let's not also forget even the ability to write an AI prompt. It still takes a level of skill, because I've seen people, I've worked with people who even want to use the artificial intelligence to get results. They don't get the right result because they don't prompt well. So even if we say AI can dull your creativity, it will only do that if you do not think. People who are good with using artificial intelligence think of their prompts, meaning before you jump on that platform to start doing whatever it is, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's Gemini, whether it's Sora, whatever it is, before you jump on it, you probably should have a clear mental picture of what you want to achieve.
Yes.
So your creativity is intact. Because before you design, you already have an idea of what you want to see. Before you set up a set, you already have an idea of how the set will look like. In fact, we in our field, those of us in our field and at our level, even go as far as even having schematic diagram. Even when we make music video, we have what we call storyboarding, where we have artists draw out how every scene was going to look like. So all that creativity is, so even if you are going to use technology, technology is only just going to bring to life what you've already your ideas. You already have ideated it. You already have the ideas. So blending creativity with your technology is a must. If you do not have the creativity enough to do it, then get someone who has it. That the person imagines for you. Tell the person what you want to achieve. The person imagines it for you. Then from the imagination, you can now develop your prompt or set up whatever technology you want to set up to solve your problem. Technology solves the problem. Technology does not create solution for the problem. You understand? There's a problem. The technology might not be able to create the solution. Creating the solution is still on your hands. What technology does is helping you solve the problem with the solution you have created.
That's interesting. It reminds me of what do they call it in computer? ICT, GIGO, garbage in, garbage out.
No, garbage in, garbage out. Exactly.
So it is what you give to the system that you get in turn.
Exactly.
If you prompt it where you get the correct answer, but if you don't prompt it where you get the wrong answer.
All technologies are like that. Like for instance, typical production sets has your camera.
Okay.
If you don't frame well, what you frame is what you will see. If you don't set your lights well, how you do it is what you see. So there is no automatic switch. And even if there is an automatic switch, like even in cameras, for instance, where you have auto setting, you still have to know what you want to see. And when you put it on auto, you're like, okay, this is what I want, or this is not what I want. So at the end of the day, regardless of the technology involved, the human creativity still has to come in. I asked somebody that day that with all the AI singing that the advertising on YouTube, YouTube advertise a lot of them. You still have to tell the AI the song you want to sing.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
So can you share with us a project that you've carried out that has helped to shape the media of today? Any project at all?
Shaped the media world today?
Yeah, the media world.
I'm not pretty sure I'm that kind of level right now. Well, I have been involved in projects that actually had impact. That's how impact. I assisted a team in setting up a TV station before now. I think that was the first job I did in terms of television development, broadcast development. So I kind of I was invited to just solve their problem. Their problem was they had a TV station, they didn't know what to do with it. So I kind of came in and was able to figure out how everything should go, the operations, the technology aspect of it, and interestingly, one of the impressive things that came out from that project was they didn't have to buy any other equipment.
Wow.
I used what they already had and we solved that project. Then that's another TV development. This majorly TV development that I've been to recently that I can't remember. But that TV development project, setting up televisions on minimal scale. It's very important to highlight that it's on minimal scale. It's even as low as even something as 10 to 15 million can start a TV for somebody. That kind of thing. So I didn't develop the thing. I only just kind of figure out point A to point B in Eurofin. And I'm
But
pretty
that's
sure,
actually a smart move.
yeah, I'm pretty
Because
sure
if
there are
it
other
wasn't a
people who
smart
have also
move,
figured that out.
if it was that easy, they would have been able to figure it out themselves. So
Yeah, no, there are people. Okay, are you talking
Yeah.
of the people I worked with?
yes, exactly.
Yeah, it probably it's not their field, but I believe that there are a plethora of companies in Nigeria that has also figured these things out. That there's a simpler way to do this. Even where I work my 9 to 5, I keep preaching that gospel of those days of carrying one big van, which we call big van, with a big satellite dish on top, with generator and 500 people are running from post because you want to take live. Those days are long gone. There's just simpler ways to handle these things now. So that's it.
So quickly go on a short break, and when we come, we'll continue with the conversation.
At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, proficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services. Anticipate, manage, deliver.
This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.
Welcome back. Mr. Lawrence, how do you work with producers and other team members to ensure that the ideas, the creative ideas, are well carried out and it becomes interesting for people?
First, there have to be some level of understanding. Apart from understanding ourselves, we also need to understand the project we are working on. We need to understand the project we are working on. As soon as the project we are working on is understood and everybody is on the same page on it, it's pretty easy to carry out. Everybody needs to understand their role. It's a team effort. It's a team effort. A does this, B does this, C does this, and at the end of the day, you get your results. So I'm well aware that you can't operate in the space as an island. You need to collaborate with other people and to get results. So working with them for me is a no-brainer. And I also I'm not one of those people that look at personality before I choose to work with somebody or not. Okay. I just look at your ability. What's more important to me is, can you get results? That is what's more important to me. Can you do the job? It might not be a good person. I don't need to like you. You don't need to go at the end of the job to go sit down in the pub and enjoy ourselves. No, not necessarily. If you are good at what you do, and I see that, okay, you know what you're doing, then we can work. So that's just it.
Okay.
Yeah.
In other words, you believe that no man is an island. Everybody can become better if they put their mind to it.
Yes, no man is an island. Everybody
can become
needs a team. Then everybody can actually become better. I think I should have stated that too. Everybody can become better. I have a propensity for actually working with young team.
Okay.
With young team, yeah. I have, that's the thing with me. I like working with the young team that are growing. I tend to find that if they want to do what they are doing, they come with this drive, and it's interesting to see them driven to achieving results. So that's basically it.
Interesting. Okay, what are the major challenges that media technologies face today?
Misuse is one of them. Misuse
of what?
Misuse of these technology. People using them for the wrong thing or for the wrong reasons. Yeah. Issues is one of them. Cutting corners. People do not want to put in the work. They want to cut corners. They want to get results. You want to do that big project, but you do not want to
focus.
You don't want to. What's up? No. Okay.
Wow, he was able to locate this place. Okay, I'm coming. Thank you.
No, you should wait.
How was he able to locate this place? Yeah.
So where do I start from? Can I continue or start from
the major challenges?
Well, first off, okay, ask the question again.
Okay. What are the major challenges that media technologies face today?
Yeah, for start, there was the misuse of the technology itself. People using the technology for the wrong reason. Then there is the problem of people trying to cut corners.
Okay.
They want to get the big result, but they don't want to put in the work. Then over involvement of people that yes, they can do it. Yes, everybody can do it, but to a certain degree, to a certain level. So it's a little bit ridiculous sometimes when you have some people thinking that because you can edit a video with CapCut on your Android phone, then you should be able to edit a full-length movie with CapCut on your Android phone. So when they tell you, oh, we want to work on a full-length movie, and you tell them what is required, they look at you like, are you crazy? People do it. So it is everybody just thinking that, well, anything can be done with your mobile phone. They forget that somebody's going to think through it, somebody's going to walk through it, and regardless of how you feel about some of this technology, some are still expensive.
Yeah.
Even if you have a simple solution in your phone, at a certain level to produce a certain result, you still need to get the expensive ones. So as cost is still another challenge we have with the technology. This technology are not cheap. Grateful to the ones who have made a lot of this technology almost free and accessible, but some still are not cheap. So those are the things. Then I think the last one I would say before I end this question is people.
Okay.
A lot of people do not bother. A lot of people operating in the media space do not learn. They don't learn what they are doing.
Okay.
They just jump into it and they just continue like that. They don't take time to learn. And somehow, somewhere, they find themselves in a place where they are going to call shots, but because they didn't learn, they start having difficulty navigating it, and at the same time dragging their team along with them. I think those are the things. If you find yourself in it, and even if you've done the project and the project comes out good, then it's good you learn properly so you know what you're doing.
Okay. In just a statement, I would like you to advise the younger generations, for those who are looking up to you, who would like to become media technologists, a media technology like you. What do you have to say to them?
Learn. It doesn't come once. It doesn't come once. Just dig in, learn, and keep learning and keep learning. I have a friend who she always tell me there is no knowledge that is wasted. If the knowledge is there available to learn, I will learn it.
Okay.
So just keep learning and keep learning. When opportunity presents itself, you are ready and you are prepared. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your experience and your insights with us on Tech. We really appreciate.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you, sir. That brings us to the end of the show. Don't forget, I'm your host, Juliet Ogemoyi, and don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, comment, react, and also if you have business, like, can bring it to TVM and can add the business for you. TVM got you covered anytime, any day. Until next time, see you. Bye bye.
This is TVM. TVM TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter, and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network. Is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.
Hey guys, welcome to another exciting episode of This Just Me. And today we're going to be talking about the cost of Christmas, how Nigerians are coping in 2025. You know, we are in this festive season, and today I have here with me a very special somebody. I have here with me Uche Emmanuel. What's up?
All right, I'm doing very awesome. Thank you, Faith.
Fit.
Okay, Faith.
Hey, but
got you.
I'm a Daisy.
Okay, so we're good to go.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for coming around.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, I want to know today, like I said earlier on, we're talking about the cost of Christmas, how Nigerians are coping in 2025. So when you hear this, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
First of all, Christmas is really a very awesome season.
Yeah.
Very, very, very awesome. You know, the celebration and every one of that. And you know, seasons like this, it really characterized with a lot of things, and things like pressure. You know, you see that a lot of people that really have the mindset and the that desire for them to meet up.
Yes.
Due to the fact that so many people have that desire to meet up, you know, there is pressure. Pressure everywhere. You know, from January till December, there is no from January to November, beg your pardon, there is no month whereby you see that the raise and everything is very, very much compared to this December.
Yeah.
Why? Because a lot of people are trying to meet up. So this festive season, Christmas season, it's a season that is really characterized with both good and also some negative stuff. Yeah. Okay. That's just the plain truth.
Okay, so I want to know, what are some of the pressure that comes with this season? Like you mentioned, you said this season comes with pressure. I'd like to know, what are some of the pressure that comes with this season?
And there are so many pressure that will come with this season.
Okay.
There are so many pressures, and one of them is inflation.
Yeah.
Okay. Inflation, which has to do with the increase in the price of goods and then services within the country, within our community. And you know, whenever there's inflation, there'll definitely be pressure.
Okay.
Just imagine someone who has the consciousness to, or has the mentality, or has the heart to meet up with a lot of things, and it's not able to meet up. Why? Because the price is very high. So to definitely become a serious burden and a serious pressure. Now getting it now. Even aside from that, you can also see things like insecurity, because when they are in great distress, majority of the time they will tend to do whatever thing they want to do just for them to be able to meet up.
Yeah.
That's the plain truth. So that's why sometimes even seasons like this, you also see things like kidnapping and all kinds of evil, and all of those stuff do come up rapidly in seasons like this.
Yeah.
Even aside from that, also seasons like this, you will see things like unnecessary comparison. See things like unnecessary comparison, very, very common among people. People trying to meet up. You see someone, maybe you don't even know the budget of the person. You're just looking at your neighbor. Okay, this person is doing very well. This person is doing this. she is doing that and all of that. So you said you want to try to compare yourself with that person. No, that is not wisdom. Okay, so this also some of the pressure that is being faced in seasons like this. Also, even in the aspect of inflation, no, seasons like this, a lot of people, they love to travel.
Yeah.
They love to travel, and you can see that within these few years now, the cost of transportation, mobility, it has really become something else.
Yes, exactly.
And it has become something else.
Yeah.
So it has really gone up, and that's just the truth. So, traveling is also one of the pressure that a lot of people do face in this season, since the price of mobility has really gone up.
So looking at Nigeria at large, most especially with the current price of transportation, I don't know, have you checked the current price of flight tickets now?
In fact, let's not go to that.
No, we need to talk about it because it's part of this festive season and the project that comes with it.
These are the flight tickets. This flight, the way the price is going up every single day is becoming something else.
Yeah.
It's really, really disturbing. Now, just imagine, people, even those who can't meet up, they have to find a way for them to be able to meet up, just to make sure that they travel on air. Because to travel on land is not safe again.
It's not safe.
That's just the plain truth.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they can't travel on land again.
No.
Because of the insecurity, you see kidnapping. No, God really help our country. This country is becoming something else. Sometimes I'm wondering if it's the same Nigeria that we know of in those days while we were still very young.
Yeah.
It's no longer like that. It's no longer like that. You see insecurity and that fear way for people to travel. In fact, this assessment, you'll be surprised that a lot of people won't travel.
No. Yeah.
It's only those that know that they can meet up, and yes, definitely there are people who can meet up. But it's not everybody that can meet up.
Yeah.
Check the statistics of those who are living up to average in this country. You will be surprised that it's very, very low. A lot of people can't afford the price of flights and tickets and all of that, so they can't meet up. You're getting it. So transportation is also a very, very important issue that even the government as well will really need to look into the price of transportation. They need to make a way. The aspect of this insecurity, they need to make a way not to most of these challenge. So that's it. So the price of flight ticket, you need to do something about it, because a lot of people that really have the desire for them to traveling in seasons like this, they're just stuck in one place and they don't have any choice. Why? Because of fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
So all of these are some of the challenge that we do experience in seasons and in times like this.
So tell me, do you really think, during this period, this festive period, most times the price of things in the market goes up? I do not know why. I do not know why. Well, do you really think those market people purposely add money to what they are selling, or when it gets to the festive season, the price will just automatically go up?
You see this inflation that usually comes during this festive season. There are so many things that are responsible.
Okay. So
and one of such things is this kind of a selfish mentality that a lot of people do have.
Okay.
There's what is called selfish mentality. And sometimes you might not even blame the market people.
Yeah.
Because everybody are just adding price. Everybody adding price. Different sector. Now, just imagine that you are people that are adding price to what you are doing. You yourself, you still add price to you, so you can meet up.
Exactly.
How we are getting it now?
Yeah.
So that's it. So seasons like this, the inflation is really something else. I don't really know if they have a special association.
They are meeting.
Then they'll just keep on adding price to things. It's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
That is the plain truth. And even though the economy is really something else, because everything is being controlled by the economy.
Yeah, definitely.
Everything is being controlled by the economy. But if we still look into details, it is quite something that there is a certain kind of character, natural, traditional mindset that is present in this country as a whole.
Okay.
And one of such character is that once the price of things goes up, it will never come down.
It will hang there.
It will just hang there. You are getting it?
Yeah.
So all of this, they are really a serious challenge.
Yeah.
And the price of things, it just one specific season just comes, everything will just go up. And another thing that do cause it again is high demand.
Okay.
You're getting into high demand because seasons like this, you see that no demand for shirts, shoes, food stuff, and every one of that is really going up. It seems as though people that they don't demand, they don't really need these things in the other part of the month. But as soon as it just gets to December, from November, December, this festive season, you see that the rate at which they need all of this to just escalate, to just go up at once, to just increase at once. You are getting it. So when there is high demand for something, I understand that means it has value, and for the fact that there is value, there will definitely be increase in the price.
There's something I want to say.
Okay.
You know, I have a friend one time, and I told him. Then I was into sales. I was like a marketer for a particular brand, and I told him, I said, guy, how far? We are doing Black Friday. Why don't you come and use this as an opportunity to like get this particular thing you want, because we are doing Black Friday. And he said, Black Friday, na scam na. Like how? We are giving you discount of 10,000 naira and you're calling it a scam. He said, Adezi, let me tell you something. You will discover that this Black Friday thing and this December sales of whatever it is called, you will see a situation whereby maybe around let me say for instance, the first week of December, they want to start December sales. Then around the middle of November, if this phone is being sold for 50,000, they will now increase it to 70,000.
Okay.
Then when it gets to first week of December, where they know, we are doing December sales, they will now take it back to 50,000 and said, I say yes, we are giving you a discount of 20,000 naira when you get this one.
You saw all of this are part of smart business strategies.
Oh my God. So we'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk more on this topic.
All right, thank you.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let the Yuletide bubble. From now on, now troubles will be far away. Hey, here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us will be near to us once more. Years we always be together as His grace allows. So hang the shining stars upon the highest bough. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Oh yeah.
case you're just joining us, we've been talking about the cost of Christmas, how Nigerians are coping in 2025. And my guests here have been giving us lots of opinion and how this season goes. So back to you, Mr. Uche Emmanuel. Yeah, so tell me, what do you think families should cut down during this period, at least to spicing up the Christmas? Like things to, like, make it not be like say I no get, but let me try and do something. So what are some of the things you think families should cut down during this festive period?
Okay, first of all, we must really apply wisdom when it comes to this festive period.
Okay.
Because the plain truth is that we'll always celebrate another Christmas.
Definitely.
By the grace of God.
Yes.
I get it. So we must always apply wisdom. There are some people that they will just carry everything, all their salary, all their what they do receive, all their gain, their profit, everything. They'll just invest everything in the Christmas. Then by January they'll sit down and they'll just be looking. They'll be stranded.
Yeah.
So it's not supposed to be like that. I get it. So we really need to apply wisdom when it comes to seasons like this. And even aside from that, we're trying to compare, or we are trying to carry out an analysis of the season and also the current economy. Is a call for us to sit up and for us to be very, very wise in whatever thing that we are doing. Yeah? So there are so many things that we can really cut.
Okay.
And the first thing, we need to have the mindset that there is no competition anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
That's one major mindset that we must definitely have.
Okay.
For the fact that you see that someone is able to meet up with certain kind of things, that doesn't mean that you yourself, you start putting yourself under pressure to get the same thing. It is not supposed to be like that.
Okay.
Because there are some people that say that, this my neighbor now just purchased this one, okay, he did this one, he bought that one, he bought this one, and then they said they want to do the same thing. That is not wisdom. You must. There's a very popular parable, that we do use this side, that you should sow your coat according to your material now.
Yes.
It's no longer size again.
Yeah, sow your coat according to your material.
So be satisfied with what you have as you push forward to become better.
Yeah.
So if you maybe something like food stuff, for example, now.
Yeah.
Food stuff, that's one thing that you can definitely look up, put into consideration.
Yeah.
And if you are someone that the Christmas, you must always buy one bag of rice. And there is nothing wrong if you cut it to half bag, because if you have a bag, you won't be able to finish it in one day.
Exactly.
I don't know the numbers of people that will come for visit.
Even if 100 person comes to visit your Christmas,
it depends. The way we do celebrate Christmas in those days.
Yeah.
Even though you cook one bag, it will still finish, because children do move from one place. It's not like that again.
You know that feeling? Like, see, I remember back then, why I was growing up, my elder brother then, around November, he would just bring book and pen, start on Christmas Day, we go visit this person. He will just draw the map, but okay, we will go here first, after that we'll go here. Like, it's no longer like that again.
So you see that people are becoming more careful.
Yeah.
Because this world is becoming
something else. Yeah, exactly.
So that's it. So you can cut down the price of the quantity of food stuff that you do purchase for this season. That you have in mind to purchase, you can cut it down. And also on that thing again, that we can also cut down again to make like also cut down again in a season like this is transport or mobility. Mobility. Okay. So it's not really compulsory that you must travel. That's the picture. Even though some people might not agree with me, but as it is now, it is very, very obvious that even the economic situation, it has forced everybody to take this pathway. Majority of the time, people that do travel in season like this, now it's just those who can really afford it.
Yeah.
Because if you know how much that traveling do take, it is really mind blowing. Each trip that you are going, we're not talking about now. Let's even forget about festive season. Now, just talking about you just traveling, just your normal movement, not even festive season. For you to travel for just 2 days, you know how much that will definitely leave your hands. Now, how much more you are traveling in a season like this? So you traveling in a season like this, and there is nothing wrong with you traveling, but you need to also put it into consideration. If you know that it is something that that won't be okay with you, something that will affect you heavily, then there's only for you to start when all of that.
Stressing yourself.
Today on 700 Club Nigeria, a woman's step of faith yields a great reward. An interview on how to handle your finances in difficult times. Plus, a woman shares her tale of survival. These and more on 700 Club Nigeria. Hello there. Welcome to today's episode of 700 Club Nigeria.
It's a beautiful day, and it's even more beautiful because you have joined us. You're very welcome.
That's right. Have you ever lost a job? If you ever have, then I'm sure you can relate to the hopelessness that comes with the experience due to economic uncertainties and all kinds of tough situations that people face. In our first story, we meet a woman who had been doing what she loved for 19 years until this happened. Let's see.
Tracy Phillips has always loved children, so she got a job as a childcare assistant and eventually became a daycare teacher with her own classroom.
To me, I had the sweetest room because I had the little babies, and people would come in and say to me, you have such a wonderful, warm, quiet, peaceful room.
She was shocked when after 19 years, she was told they'd have to let her go because enrollment was down.